Hi everybody, welcome to the week in digital marketing so far. It's Friday, December 6th, 2019, and we made it, friends. We have gotten through the marketing gauntlet. We spent time with our families on Thanksgiving. We launched our Black Friday promotions, our Small Business Saturday promotions, our Cyber Monday promotions, our Giving Tuesday campaigns, and we got through the start of RFP season, and we got all of our end of the month reports out to clients. So we probably all missed a lot of stuff. These last 2 weeks have been pretty crazy for everyone in the marketing world. This video recaps everything that happened the week of Thanksgiving, so last week, and this week in digital marketing so far. In YouTube news, YouTube will be purging closed accounts this week, and they've said that might make subscriber counts for your channel drop and look smaller. YouTube's annual rewind is here. The data is really basic right now. It's just, top video of this, top video of that. And there's no video recap just yet. As you might remember, they kind of botched that up last year. Supposedly that's on its way. You can go check out the data if you want. We're not going to cite any of it in this video. A new policy towards video game content on YouTube took place on December 2nd. This new policy should allow for more violence in video game content to be shown without being age-gated, and that means that creators will be able to monetize this more violent video game content on a similar level to scripted violence in videos. YouTube's basically just making these policies kind of the same now. Hopefully this helps gamers out there make a little extra income. Now, you may not know this, but in 2006, I founded the original video game video hosting platform called GamersTube. So I'm really happy to see YouTube kind of giving more stuff to the gaming audience, and I really do hope this helps some of you out there, some of you young creators, make more content and make more money off of your content. Now let's dive into Google. Google is testing a new mobile layout on their search results, and this new mobile layout puts more space between the results on the page. That means between ads and between the actual search results that you were looking to find. This probably won't have a big impact on CTRs and on traffic to websites, but it may have some impact. And users, if you're a Google user out there, you probably have to swipe more to get through all the ads and get to the content you were actually looking for. Google's co-founders Larry Page and Sergey Brin stepped down from the company this week after sending a letter to their employees and to their investors. Now, Larry was the CEO of Google's new parent company, Alphabet Inc., and Sergey Brin was the president of the board. Larry's position will be replaced with current Google CEO Sundar Pichai. I don't know if I said that right. And Sergey's position is currently not being filled. This is the end of an era. They have been running Google either from the start of Google or from the start of Alphabet since 1998. Google search results continued to have a bug through the Thanksgiving holiday where image thumbnails in the search results for recipes would just disappear. And if you're a food or a lifestyle blogger or publisher out there, you know that those images really drive the click-throughs to your page, to your recipe, to your article about food. So if you have a lower than expected traffic from Google over the Thanksgiving holiday, there's a chance this bug was to blame for that. Check your analytics. Look it over and see if things aren't lining up correctly. This isn't the first time Google has had this bug, and it may not be the last either. Google is running another design layout test on the search results. This one puts little blue arrows in the left-hand column pointing at the search results, both the ads and the normal organic search results below the ads. It's probably an attempt to get you to see them as the same thing, even though the ads have a label that's an ad next to them. Google might be hoping that users see the arrow and then just go and click the ad instead of the organic search results below that. It's just a test. I've only seen it once and I haven't seen it since, so it may not even be running anymore, but just be aware if you start seeing blue arrows, that's where they came from. The Keyword Planner tool in Google Ads got an update this week that will make it easier to share your keyword plans with other people. There is now a bell icon inside of Google Search Console. It's a notification bell icon. You might be getting familiar with these. If you log into Search Console like most of us do on desktop, you'll see it on the right-hand side of the top of the page. When you click it, it opens up a pane on the right-hand side, and it shows you all of the recent messages. The really neat part about this feature, though, is you can now bulk mark as read all of the messages inside of a Google Search Console property, which is super useful. I've been ignoring a lot of them for a long time. When this came out, I went through and marked a bunch of them as read that weren't getting marked as read for some reason. Businesses can now add what Google is calling specialized job types inside of their Google My Business dashboard on a per location basis. These specialized job types are supposed to represent a common job or service or product in a specific category. They're based on the primary category that your business is in currently. So if you're not using the right primary category to get the specialized job type, you may not see one there. When you go ahead and select these, it adds them to the services section of your Google My Business. You can add a description to it if you want. It looks like Google may end up using this for rankings or to at least display to consumers in the future. As of right now, the services inside of Google My Business don't really get shown to anybody and aren't really used for anything, so they've been kind of useless. Specialized job types looks like Google My Business attempting to find a source of data they can use to either help rank businesses locally better or to use to display to the users looking for really specific things like a plumber to come install a sink. Google's Danny Sullivan has confirmed a major algorithm update that impacts local searches. This major update started at the beginning of November and according to Danny completed around December 2nd. It probably took a little longer than that to complete. There's people saying that there were fluctuations and changes happening on December 3rd and December 4th. So Danny may not be exactly correct on the time at which it stopped rolling out, but it did stop rolling out sometime early here in December. Now this new update uses what Google calls neural matching. If you've been paying attention to SEO news, you've probably heard about neural matching last year when Google applied it to 30% of all organic search results. Neural matching essentially is an AI-driven corpus which attempts to take queries from users and match them up to words in documents. Now, when it was applied to the web, we knew that the words in the documents were basically words on your web pages on your website being matched up to the query itself, so that Google didn't really have to use links or other resources to figure out what your page was about. Neural matching really kind of helped do that with this AI-driven corpus. We don't actually know what data is being used inside of the Google My Business profile to perform this neural matching. It could be the description, it could be the title of the business, it could even be the website attached to that specific location. We're not entirely sure. I reached out to Danny and I asked him for clarification, but I haven't gotten it yet. So for right now, we just don't know what it is, but it was a pretty big update. It did make lots and lots of shifts in various verticals around the country, in different cities, in different markets. So check your local rankings. If you tanked, Danny says there's really nothing you can do. That's also probably not true. We'll be digging into it. We'll see if we can't find something to help you get your rankings back or respond to this algorithm update. Google My Business and Google Maps are now allowing users that leave a review for a business to select a tag specifying why they're leaving the review for that business. These tags spotted in the wild so far include quality, value, responsiveness, and punctuality. Requesting inclusion into Google News appears to be broken at the moment, and there's no telling how long it's been broken. If you applied to be included into Google News in the past several weeks, there's a really good chance that the form wasn't working. It's still currently not working correctly. There's a lot of complaints about this. Hang tight. We'll try to let you know when it is working again. Keep looking, keep checking the news, see when this is fixed. I would recommend checking Search Engine Roundtable regularly. Barry will probably write about it the second it gets fixed. And when it does, submit for inclusion again, request that inclusion again because your previous request has probably been lost. Over on Facebook. Facebook and Instagram crashed globally on Thanksgiving Day. The services were down for several hours. It probably induced a lot of anxiety in hundreds of digital marketers around the world. The problems were resolved, but if you're not aware of the problems, you might want to go back and check your ad campaigns and check the organic posts you made. There's a good chance this impacted the ability for your post to get reach on Thanksgiving Day. Facebook is rumored to be working on podcast and travel apps. Over on Instagram has began asking new users on the platform to enter their birthday. Now, they say they're doing this because they want to provide more age-appropriate experiences, but in all reality, this is probably Instagram trying to avoid the COPPA issues that YouTube just got embroiled in with the FTC. There is now a Chrome browser extension that will reveal the hidden Instagram like counts. So if you're a marketer and you're out there trying to hire influencers and you're wondering if their posts actually get any engagement, this new browser extension will allow you to figure that out. If you want to figure out how to use it or read more, hang tight. I'll have a blog post and a video out on this very soon. Over on Pinterest began promoting small business pens in what they call the Pinterest shop just before Small Business Saturday. Now, this is largely a collection of pens of products made by small businesses in the United States. Twitter will start removing inactive Twitter accounts as soon as they figure out how to handle the accounts of the deceased. When this happens, it's probably going to free up a lot of lucrative one-word Twitter handles, Twitter usernames. So look for ones that are inactive right now. Look for the ones you want. Pay attention. When the announcement comes out, you might be able to snag a few of those for yourself. Twitter announced this week a new terms of service which will take effect January 1st of next year. Photographers and content creators are freaking out about the new terms of service because it essentially grants Twitter a free, unlimited license to any content uploaded to their platform. And then it grants that same exact license to all Twitter users worldwide. This means that if somebody steals your photo that you uploaded to Twitter, you can't sue them for stealing it and using it because the terms of service on Twitter essentially say they have the right to your content. Bonus round! DuckDuckGo was cited by Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey as his default search engine of choice. A conversation with an anonymous media buyer by DigiDay shows that paid social media advertising costs are rising and they aren't showing any signs of slowing down. This is putting pressure on direct-to-consumer brands and eroding away profit margins. Social media website Imager has launched a new app experience just for gamers on their platform called Melee. This new app experience separates the groups down by the type of video game a gamer might play and allows gamers to create and share memes inside of these different groups. By the way, if you didn't know, Imager has 300 million users and around 92% of them are all gamers. Craigslist, the granddaddy of online classifieds, just launched their first ever official iOS app. Black Friday sales this year hit $7.4 billion. Cyber Monday sales are approximated at $9.4 billion. Both days sales grew between 18 and 19% over last year. That's it for the weekend digital marketing so far. Thank you for tuning in. If you're new to these videos, we do these weekly recaps of digital marketing news every week unless there's a holiday or a big conference gets in the way, in which case we do 2 weeks, the week following that holiday or that big conference. So we're probably going to have to do another one of those for Christmas, but we'll try to get one out to you every Friday afternoon. If you liked this video, please do us a huge favor. Go down below and give it a big old thumbs up. Also, leave a comment. Did I miss any news stories? Is there something in here that it was really helpful or useful for you? Please let me know. Is there anything you hated? Well, hey, I'm okay with some constructive criticism or even some mild trolling. So please head on down to the comments and talk to us. Tell us what you think. Until next time.